it goes without saying, this was a very fun anime. Everything it represents is very heartfelt. You know, we have this nerd right here in the middle, and he's won the hearts of the blonde gal Ichiji and the brunette Ichiji and Neo K Amane. Oh my god, what the fuck? Her name is K. Yes. Okay, so guys, this is what I want to do. I don't want to just say, "Oh yeah, this was so much fun. It was brilliant." You know, the EGD was so awesome. She's so cool as a Gairu girl. You know, I can give you all the information. You know, right here, Kotoko is from a large family of brothers. That her brothers, her family, everything was great about her, and of course Amani as well. So that's just a default. You know, I just feel like everyone is on the same page of Amane and Ichiji. And to a certain extent, we're on the same page of Takuya as well, or AKA they call him the Otaku-kun. Now, this is another phrase of saying that you're just a nerd for a certain thing. You know, so otaku means you're just obsessed. Like kind of like hoarding. You know, I'm obsessed with hoarding and I'm obsessed with watching anime, so I'm an otaku. You know, but I could be an otaku for like Game of Thrones or any other thing. You know, otaku is just a description word for whatever you're obsessed with. Alright, bro, I'm getting way too fucking automated here. Fuck automation. I'm a human, damn it. I'm not AI. Alright, see, that's what I like about these videos that I make. I'm not perfect. Alright, I'm here to discuss, I'm here to talk about what this anime means to me. You know, not some script. If you want to go watch scripts, go watch Gar or Joey. You know, if you watch like Gart's video, his review about a movie, you know what he said? He was like, "Oh yeah, I actually like this movie." Like, oh my god! And then like the video ends like within 10 seconds. That's who he really is. He you know, every other video he makes, it's just scripted. I believe that's just how it feels to me. I really don't know, allegedly, but in my opinion, my suspicions is that this is scripted, bro. Like 100%. Along with moist videos as well, most critical videos. I mean, if you watch him in his old podcast, he'd just be like quiet the whole time. Every time he spoke, he didn't really know what to say. Well, I only watched a few of his podcasts, so to be fair, that's just how it interpreted in me. I just didn't really feel like he was actually the guy in the videos. Everything in his videos is just scripted, at least the first part. You know, there are some videos that he's very natural, but that's just because he's been doing this for like 12, 15 years or whatever the fuck. I don't even know. So I can't really talk a lot of shit. Oh my god, I'm going on a tangent here. Should I just restart the video, guys? Damn. I just feel like I just wasted y'all's time. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, this was just beautiful. What this anime represents to me is when we were young, and you know, you just want to be part of that popular. You just want to be part of that clique. You know, that popular group. You just want to talk to all the hot gals. That's just what it felt like to me. And somehow, some way, Otaku, aka Takuya, you know, he landed himself a blonde Gairu girl who's very, you know, very bubbly and, you know, out there, very popular as well, very beautiful. And she actually won the pageant in this episode. Then we have Amane, another not a dark horse, but a very beautiful gal as well, who's very popular and just seems like a celebrity. So you got two of these very high class girls, or they just seem really well kept, who you would believe would be part of the popular group. And so when we see these celebrities or these people, we just don't feel like we fit in. We just don't feel like we have a chance. We just don't feel like we belong. And that's exactly what Otaku-kun here felt. And then I can't really necessarily relate with the guy, because I was dumb as rocks, man. When I was his age, I didn't have that much introspection. I had awareness. I just didn't have introspection to the point of knowing who I was or what I want or where I should or I shouldn't be. But I just feel like a lot of us, that's exactly who Takuya represents. You know, he was lucky enough to meet Ichiji and Amane. And I think if you're lucky enough to meet these popular gals, if you're able to be part of this group, you know, don't push yourself away. You can see Otaku-kun here. He was pushing himself away. And I feel like that's just like, that's not very smart. But at the same time, it's like, bro, Amane and Ichiji, when Otaku-kun confessed, he was like, yeah, I just don't feel like I fit in. They just felt so grown up. Like, they just felt well more kept than Otaku-kun himself. Ugh. Bon appetit, or salut, or whatever the fuck. Kampai. So no, this was just beautiful. This is what dreams are made of. You know, if you can like bag yourself 2 hot chicks like this, just for liking anime, just imagine it. Just imagine that, guys. You love anime so much. You're willing to talk about it. You're willing to geek out. You can buy your mangos and your figurines and stuff, and some hot girl's just gonna take interest in you. That's just a fucking pipe dream. And even me, you know, I own figurines. Look at my figurines in the back. You know, beautiful. And then look on my left, I have fucking go to what's the fucking name? Mochi. Holy fuck, man, I almost forgot the anime name. Oh, my brain is fried from the summer anime. Too much animes. And then of course I have my figurines. I have all my merch. You know, you think some girl's gonna be interested in me because of that? That's a fucking pipe dream right there, mate. So I already know I don't belong. But this anime is like telling me I do belong. There is gonna be a girl out there. It's like, that's, bro, if anything, this anime really gives you hope to just nerd out. You know, it gives you hope to just be be yourself. Don't have these niche hobbies. You know, that. But no. I mean, I love my animes. And I don't think I'm gonna give them up for a girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if there is a guy out there who accepts this shit, I'd be very content. I'd be very happy and very grateful. But I don't think it's possible. But now watching this anime, it just feels like they're telling you, like, yeah, there's gonna be gals who like your hobbies. But I think it's a very, very small percentage. I didn't really have time to think about what this percentage would be, so I'm just like throwing it out there. You know, I believe it's very impossible, especially 2 gals, bro. This is like literally just a dream. That's what this anime represents to me. It just seems impossible, but who knows? You know, impossible doesn't necessarily mean not real. Or what's that phrase? Just because it's impossible doesn't mean it's not improbable. So yeah, guys, I'm not gonna try to think too much about trying to convey this anime to my real life. But yeah, if you're in school still and you're able to have friends like this, in my opinion, run it out, man. Just milk it, enjoy it. Let's see. Well, in the end, he finally realized he did care about him despite all the recourse of the Ms. Khan and Mr. Khan stuff. It was nice seeing together during the fireworks. If they didn't see much of it, the anime was better than I expected. The progression was nice and no one was looking down on the characters. I think the characters were nice and as well they complement each other well. I mean, holy shit, that's like a Versa, man. Who are you? We're friends, right? Okay, no, we're not. But holy moly, that comment felt like a Garnt comment without scripts. No, but I mean, they probably like post their comments right after they watch the anime. You know, and they don't really introspect much. But this, and typing, like, come on, man. I think Nate does a better job with his introspection here. Just a nice finale here. You don't miss your water until the well runs dry. And Seiyo needed to think he was drifting apart from the girls to reaffirm his commitment to them. Really sweet. The show broke so many of the Gairu Otaku stereotypical tropes and ended up being a really well written story. I'll miss my babies so much. And what could have been? They kept teasing the Yuri route. Why show it off to me if I can't have it? Lamau. Shion being Amane and ECG's rated shipper is frying me. She's just like me. Like I said, Nate, I've already explained this. Being gay in Japan is frowned upon by all of society. So that's why they always do that, because they know they can't have it in real life. I think it's just like the otaku and Gairu stereotype trope as well, like the whole Yuri thing. Really big fan of how it was Seiyu running to talk to the girls at the end instead of having them seek him out. Shows him finally taking initiative in his own life and not being a passive stander by. To me, that's a huge amount of growth and something to build on later down the line. Them all reaffirming their commitment to each other. Yeah, it was such a beautiful scene, and I'm happy they shot down all the self-loathing worthiness. talk from Seo. Yeah, no, they really just punched her like, I'm gonna punch you in the face. That was some weird shit, but whatever. Friendships are about worthiness. You become friends with people who make you feel good and welcome. That's all that they have and have created their own slice of home in one another. Yeah, I mean, if it's possible, go right ahead. But to me, it just feels like a pipe dream. Friends, they're not always there for you. Like, I want to keep your hopes up. But if you do have those friends, I say keep them, cherish them, and yeah, you're one of the lucky ones, honestly. Of course, all three of them hold hands for the fireworks because they're each other's soulmates, not just romantically, but they're all generally best friends and inspirable at this point. Yeah, this was a good rom-com, but the friendship they all have shared was the best part. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen, and we all knew it. Really gonna miss this show. Surpassed my expectations by a lot, and I think that everyone should try to give it a chance. No, if you watch this anime, you're gonna love it, 100%. Damn, 007 has a lot to say. We'll just read a little bit from what he's saying. The fireworks begin with the entire school watching and enjoying it. Meanwhile, our trio is quietly having their own moment. I was like screaming internally, where the hand holding? And it finally happened. Cinema. Yeah. They were hand holding. Let's see. Finally, we end up the episode with Takia trying to hair wax for the first time. I'm kind of feeling with it, but not before he drops the title. Gals can be kind to Otaku. Yeah. Nice way to end the final episode and also sealing the trio's relationships in a firm manner. Please just let them be happy together. One of my top favorite rom-coms this season, which made my Wednesdays enjoyable, and I was gonna miss it. Really praying and hoping for season 2. No shit, there's gonna be season 2. You just know, like, when something just smacks. From the author street celebrating the final episode. Oh, okay, that's nice. Thank you for sharing. Let's see. I don't know what this is. Let's see what Nerd Needs has to say. And that's a wrap. I hope for second season. But if we don't get it, we had a fine conclusion. Anyways, they all They all confess to love each other as like. Of course. Yeah, no, it's just a really wholesome anime. Not much deep here other than the friendship that they made, which the friendship in itself is just hard to find. Great finale. Really hope for a second season since the animation looks so good. Yeah, 100%. Looks real good. Hey, thanks for posting gifts, my guy. This is from Wa19. The fuck? Well, our favorite anime has finally come to an end. The story was absolutely brilliant, even though none of the characters ended up in a romantic relationship. 10 out of 10. I gave it a solid out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10. It's just to me it was really good, but because there was no romance, it's not as good as what it could have been. Great episode. I'd be forgetting that Seo had his annoying moody episode in this part of the manga happen. Though it was good that he found his resolve again to truly express his feeling of like to Amane and Ichiji. Yes, they're holding hands. Yes, sir, Seo. Make yourself better each day. Only Ichiji can notice such little details. This episode adapted chapter 27 to 29. There you go, guys. Some if you guys want to continue with the manga, it ended on chapter 27 or 29, and a few pages of 30. 9 out of 5, 9.5 out of 10. Takun season 1, 7 out of 10. Oh, the episode. Okay, that makes sense. All right, great anime. Enjoyed it a lot. Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, why am I saying thank you? Like, what the fuck? Let's see if there's any more screenshots here. Shion understands times have changed, but Seo has other plans. Also, the couple lived happily ever after. The end. Nice, cute show. Taco self-insert fantasy. The main characters are all very adorable. Yeah, this is really a self-insert anime. Holy fuck. Let's see. Pretty good, but decent for me. I root for Ichiji. Let's go. Yeah, Ichiji is a good girl. Let's see. May 15th, spring 2026, anime finished. This was an awesome anime, man. First off, Amane, best girl. She carried this anime so hard trying to hide her otaku side, but failing every single time. Ichiji had her good points too. Though with how straightforward she is, like calling all the dates with otaku. Younger siblings and fan added on. Definitely will miss this one. Dance chorus for the OP was addicting. No, 100%. The OP is amazing. The OP is just to die for. It just, every time I hear it, and ending with the OP was just such a nice touch. Oh my god. Very nice. Oh, let's see. This is gonna be the final one here. All right, let's see. Make it count, you Kanzaki. And that's a wrap. It's a great adaptation for the most part. Only some rough moments here and there, but overall it has been great. I can't help but feel like Akane is in the lead, and Ichiji has been pushed to the side often throughout the season. That was the opposite for me. I felt like Ichiji was way closer. Hopefully there's a second season. 8 out of 10. Yeah. Alright guys, in the comments, put what you guys think this anime represents to you. What your score was. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, that's another anime wrapped up for the season. I gave it 8 out of 10. Characters are all lovable. The OP is great. The OST, I didn't notice any of it, so I feel like that was lacking. The characters themselves, Takia was okay. Amane and Ichiji obviously were 10 out of 10. Dimes, you know, as characters, well crafted, well done. The families were the background characters were fun too. Amane's sister, Ichiji's brothers, very well done. When I think about it, maybe I will give it a 9 out of 10. Maybe I will give it a 9 out of 10. You know, I really enjoyed it. I really liked everything. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 right there. Really, really love it. That is all, guys. Go watch the anime if you haven't watched it. Everyone recommends it. I don't think you will regret watching this. Out of the 36,000 users, it got a 7.5. There you go. Way above average. Well worth it.